The first part of Chainsaw Man is genuinely perfect. Spanning around 97 chapters, this thing is full of charm, character, and some of the greatest arcs ever. My favorite one being the Bomb Girl arc. So you could tell that I was pretty excited for when MAPPA announced that they were going to turn this one into a movie. Well, at least I was excited about it at first, and then it kind of took forever to come out, so low-key I forgot about it. The story of this arc in Chainsaw Man is incredibly easy to understand. It makes sense to be turned into a movie. It has a nice beginning and a nice end, whereas there's some other movies that come out that when it ends, it might not feel like we got the whole package. Okay, pretty much what I'm trying to say is I thought that this movie was going to be good going into it. Now, did it live up to my expectations? Well, I walked into my local theater that for some reason looks really run down. I don't know what's happening. Walked into the actual auditorium itself. The movie was packed with so many people. I made my way up the stairs and found my seat. I got pretty comfortable, took a good old whiff of the air, and my God, I smelled something so horrible. And I'm not even saying this as like a joke to be funny in the video. There was actually some weird odor in the theater and it wasn't nice. Anyway, the lights then dimmed and the movie started, and for the next 100 minutes, my eyes got to witness an actual masterpiece. And I'm not even saying this just to glaze. This thing is actually really good. Denji is a very entertaining character. I just love how stupid he is. He always manages to get himself in some of the wackiest scenarios ever, which always makes for something so entertaining to consume. The driving narrative of this film is that Denji is in love with this girl named Makima, who is such a boring character. My God, have a personality, man. He is obsessed with this girl until one day he comes face to face with this girl named Reze. And then he falls in love with her as well. And now he's a little conflicted because he's like, oh no, which one of these girls should I go out with? From there, we spend the rest of the film watching this love story between Reze and Denji unfold until eventually everything erupts into chaos in the final act. Reze is hands down my favorite character in this film. And that's also because she was just my favorite in the manga. She is genuinely the reason why I like this arc so much. I think her character was handled incredibly well, and the growing chemistry between her and Denji felt so believable. My favorite moment between these two in the manga was when they spent that time with one another after hours in the school. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, get it out your head. No, that is not the reason why. That's not the reason why I like this scene so much. Stop. I like this moment because of how special it felt. Earlier on in the arc, we get to see Denji go on a date with Makima, and my God, that had to have been the most agonizing and painful thing in the world. It genuinely just does not look fun. And then now you get to compare that to this moment that he's spending with Reze after hours, and Denji's actually having a really good time. It just felt really nice seeing Denji finally forming a proper connection with a girl that he genuinely is interested in. And oh my God, in the movie, how the animators handle this scene is just beautiful. I really want to give props to the pool scene because of just how well it was animated. It really amplified the story, and oh, the choices of music in the background really just made that scene something special. I am hesitant to talk about this in this video because I know that there's gonna be some of you who again is like, oh, Teniz's favorite scene in the movie is the pool scene? I wonder why. Stop. That's not why. That's not why. Let's move on. Let's talk about some of the other characters. This is the character Beam. He is the shark fiend, and he is incredibly obsessed with Denji for being Lord Chainsaw Man, which this character could have gotten really annoying really quickly. He serves as the comedic relief in this film, and honestly, they utilized him very well. He is a fantastic addition to this story. Genuinely made so many scenes so much more entertaining. He serves a pretty good purpose in this film, and he plays off of the other characters very nicely. He is probably going to be many people's favorite character walking away from this film, and for good reason. Now I know what you're thinking. Okay, Teniz, you talked about the story, you talked about the characters, but all I really want you to talk about is the action, okay? This is a battle shonen, and all we really care about is the fights. Were the fights good? Yeah, dude, the animation is sick. The final act of this film, Against the Bomb Girl, is actually fantastic. She is such an incredibly horrifying presence. The movie does a really good job in utilizing color and composition in scenes to not only amplify some of the things going on, but to increase like the level of creepiness to her character. There's like one scene where she's looking pretty much directly into the camera and there's something on her mouth and like the background is red. You'll know what I'm talking about if you've seen the film. Wow. That scene is awesome. The animators do a really good job in taking the source material of this manga and running wild with it. This isn't just a one-to-one adaptation of the original source material, but when MAPPA chooses to take a scene and think, we should probably dedicate some more time to this because we think it'll make the overall product a lot better, they do it. They're not afraid to add things to this movie or change things up to make the overall product better. And I thought that was really cool. The action scenes have the perfect amount of spectacle and hype. It's also really funny. It's able to balance comedy incredibly well, which really did surprise me. There's a lot of moments in this movie where I was actually laughing. A lot. I felt like I was being a little obnoxious at times. Honestly, I feel like I should talk about some negatives, but I'm kind of just at a loss. I really can't think of anything bad to say about this film. I really wanted something good, and I walked away from something better than I could have expected. They really did a good job with this movie, and I really do think you should give it a chance. If you want to hear more of my thoughts about this movie, I wrote my review on Letterboxd. You could go follow me. I'll put the link down below. This is the part where I tell you to subscribe. Have you seen the movie? What do you think? And yeah, man, go watch some of my other videos. Dude, this movie was so good.